Welcome back to Poland, part of my epic trip around the world's real football factories. And welcome to the Holy War, the crazy Krakow derby. Ever since I'd arrived in Krakow, I'd been told the derby between Wisła and Cracovia was a must-see event, something I would never forget. 100-year derby. This is a fucking main event. I'd already met Cracovia's firm called Anti-Wisła. And now I was about to meet their bitter enemies, Wisła's hooligans, the Sharks. And the whole cloak and dagger thing started all over again. I'm on my way to meet the Wisła Sharks. Apparently, the police are quite on top of it around here. So, you know, they're on the run. They know how the old bill work here. Obviously, we don't know what's going on. We've got to do as we're told. I don't know where I'm going, to be honest. I haven't got a clue. I needed a bit of that Polish-Dutch courage. I'm going to keep that up my sleeve and all, just in case. You never know, do you? I'm joking. Of course I am. Why would I do that? One more shot and that's it, man. Let's have it. But I've got to hold my hands up, you know, and you should understand this at home. You know, this is guerrilla filming. You know, my pupper's flapping a little bit. You know, I'm not a mug, but my pupper's flapping. Fucking hell, man. Jesus Christ. Now, this is naughty. This is fucking naughty. I suppose this is it. This is where we get out. This is where we depart. I was miles from anywhere, meeting the Sharks on derelict land. It was definitely shallow grave territory, and the Sharks wore balaclavas to hide their identities from the police.
What are you doing here?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Where the fuck am I? You know what I mean? I'm like, shh. I want to ask you, are you inspired by the firms in England from the past, maybe?
Znaczy, no wiadomo, każdy, kto się interesuje, to wie, że słyszał o angielskich chuliganach i wie, że mniej więcej chuliganka się, można powiedzieć, stamtąd wywodzi. Tam się wszystko zaczęło. Aczkolwiek teraz oni nas w ogóle nie inspirują. Całkiem inne realia u nas, całkiem u nich.
When Polish firms clashed with English hooligans, they could see there was a major difference between them. The Poles were more organised.
4 English fans are in hospital after being injured in clashes around Warsaw Old Town. One has serious wounds after being stabbed in a park.
Ale no my sądzimy, że jesteśmy lepsi od nich, że jesteśmy najlepsi i każdemu damy radę.
They said English hooligans only fought after a few beers, but for Polish hooligans, and especially those from Krakow, getting pissed before a fight wasn't a good idea.
U nas jak jest wojna, to jest wojna na całego. We wszystkich, na każdym froncie.
The firm was a way of life for the Sharks. Smoking and drinking made you weak, they said, while gym work and martial arts prepared you for battle, and weapons were integral to their lifestyle.
W Krakowie jest używany sprzęt i jest on codziennością. Jest to wszelkiego rodzaju sprzęt, zaczynając od krótkich noży, czy jakichś pałek,
kuchennych, kończąc na rolniczych sprzętach,
czy nawet przy koktajlach Mołotowa. No, pistolety też się zdarzały. Był przypadek, prawda, że ostra amunicja była używana. Gazówki, można powiedzieć, w tej chwili już są, dużo osób nosi pistolety gazowe czy na śruty.
Noszenie sprzętu w Krakowie może nam niejednokrotnie uratować życie i zdrowie. Ja złapałem parę razy nóż w rękę, bo już w bebech szedł.
Big game tomorrow, yeah? Big derby. Is this the biggest derby in Poland?
Dla nas największe są derby. Najważniejszy, to jest najważniejszy dzień w naszym życiu.
Jeżeli chodzi o mecze, to najważniejsze. Wszyscy na to czekamy i
najstarsze w Polsce.
Tak, i największa mobilizacja jest na ten.
I'd met both firms now and reckoned it would kick off at the derby. I could have gone to the match with the firms, but I didn't think that was a good idea. I had to be objective, keeping my distance from any violence at the game. Just want to look after my boat, and my boat's very important to me, you know? And my railings. See them? Without them, there's no more lead roles. I might get the odd part in the bill, maybe get down to the last three at casualty, you know, then you don't get it. I'm joking, but actually my pupper's flapping. I was going to the derby with Wisła's ultras. They were responsible for the performance inside the stadium. Huge banners, flares, choreographed chanting and burning the scarves of their bitter rivals. It was the 100th anniversary of the Krakow derby. I checked out the stadium before kick-off to see how they'd keep these firms apart. The ultras' preparation was in full swing. Now over here, this is where the Cracovia firm are going to be. They've got a tiny little section in the corner, so they're just building these fences today. Hopefully they're going to stand up, you know what I mean? But you know, it seems like a small amount of people, but when that's full of firm, that's going to be naughty. That's going to be loud. As kick-off approached, the atmosphere was building in the streets outside. And nearly 1,000 police were called up in case anything kicked off. Wisła was top of the Polish league, with Cracovia mid-table, so what happened on the pitch was of major importance. Well, I just want to explain a little bit about what's going on here. Is that we're actually now in Sector AE, which is the Cracovia firm, and they're having a bit of trouble getting in. Now, just have a look at the old bill. I've been to a few football matches in my time, but the old bill here is absolutely unbelievable. They've got water cannons over there. There's like riot vans everywhere you turn. I mean, it's a really mad vibe. Every time a bus rolls in with the Cracovia in, there's a big cheer and it seems like it's going to kick off. There's dogs everywhere. The old Bill are looking at me now. It's all a bit, you know, it's on top. I've got to tell you now. It's a bit worrying. It brings home to me how important this game is, man. We are at the Krakow derby, man, and that's a naughty, naughty fixture. So I'm slipping in with the ultras. You're quite military about it. I've got to keep my nut down. Let's have a good game, man. I'm very excited about it. I'll see you after. Don't go nowhere. I was in the Ultra Wisła section, one whole side of the stadium containing 5,000 mental Wisła fans. I was invited in as their guest. Cracovia fans were placed at the opposite end of the stadium. Their firm was in the away section. And I was told that Wisła's firm would slip into the section next door. I reckoned it would definitely go off over there somewhere. And throughout the first half, I regularly checked out what was going on. Gets on that, mate. I tell you what, this firm means business, mate. We're not fucking about here. I'm in the mix. The ultras put on their show, and the game was ready to start. The atmosphere inside the stadium was electric, and inside the first minute, Wisła scored, sparking chaotic scenes at the ultras' end. Cracovia's fans were shocked by this early goal, but they remained defiant. But Wisła are in party mood, and everything was directed by an ultra with a loudspeaker. The ultras pulled out flares, which were banned in Polish stadiums for safety reasons. Now, I can't say I've ever seen this sort of thing down the Hammers. It was 2-0 in less than half an hour.